This is your host, Random Nerd, on the Critical Thinking Nerd podcast, coming in with a hot episode, period. Words cannot express how disgusted, angry, frustrated, sad, appalled, all the emotions a human being can go through. On September 10, 2005, Charlie Kirk, who is a known conservative debater who goes to public events and civilly debates crowds, was assassinated for voicing his thoughts and sharing his beliefs with anyone who would come to debate him. Words cannot describe how it's hard. It's hard to put this into words, people. We're talking about political violence, a deliberate assassination against conservative voices. I am a conservative voice. I hold hard, independent political leanings, but I do have conservative values. Our voices are being silenced, not just on platforms with algorithms, but in real life. I cannot express in words, in feelings, to tell you how evil society has become. And I say society, really, it is the political left. And I am not, again, I want to make this very clear, I am not advocating for any political violence. But what I do advocate for, and I wanted to make this, share this next part in a episode on series, but we the people, what does that even mean? Do you know what it means? We the people, the first three words of the U.S. Constitution, we the people of the United States of America. What does that mean? It means that you have a voice. You are guaranteed a voice. Not granted, not allowed. You are guaranteed a voice to share your voice as an American citizen. You're listening to me right now. I have that voice. It's not granted, it's not allowed, it's not permitted, it is guaranteed. So why do I share this? Because Charlie Kirk used his voice and the platform he built to inform society, not with opinions, not with his views, but with facts and with hard, true beliefs. I do not advocate for any political violence. But what I do advocate for is the immediate removal of the evil voices that share evil rhetoric for violence. I don't need to tell you which side. Maybe I already have, but if you listen to the news, U.S. news media, you know which side that is. I've already shared a political episode on the assassination attempt against Donald Trump. Now we have an assassination. I don't know what to tell you, listeners. I share my voice through society, through society's lens. I share my voice in such a way for you to think critically. And that is my goal, for you to think critically, because we are very much in dire need of critical thinkers. And I may be telling you exactly what I want for this podcast, and I don't give a flying fuck. What I want is for a cohesive society so that we can be humans together and thrive as a good and great nation. You want to know who I am? Share this episode. Share the podcast and be a voice that shares your voice. Be a voice that advocates for truth, transparency, and fairness. Not fear, not for political agendas. What we have witnessed is the pure indoctrination of a nation, of a political, hateful ideology that you are no longer have a voice. That is what the assassination of Charlie Kirk was. And you see it, if you stay informed, you see it across the world. Germany, countless political candidates have been, quote unquote, died under mysterious circumstances. Don't give me that bullshit. They were taken out because they were threats to the agenda, to the political, whatever you want to call it. I know where I stand. As I keep saying, as I keep sharing, I challenge you to research further for yourself. This isn't a rant. This isn't my opinion. This is me calling for you as my listener to advocate for the truth, to demand transparency of the United States government, not just the presidency, but Congress and the Supreme Court of the United States, and the fairness that we, the people, demand. I don't know what to tell you anymore. I really don't. What will it take for society to come together, to unite as a nation, to make the mandated changes, to live cohesively, to live peacefully, maybe not peacefully, but to live civilly? North Carolina, a Ukrainian refugee girl was murdered by a multi-time felon or convicted criminal. He's a criminal. And nobody saved her. Videos are out there of these individuals, these monsters, these vile, evil. The officials who have shared their hateful rhetoric, I demand their immediate resignation and investigation for their prosecution. They are guilty of accomplishing and inciting violence, political violence at that. I advocate for the immediate removal and prosecution of all congressional legislatures that have any conflict of interest with stock trading. I advocate for the immediate removal and prosecution of all elected officials who have shared hateful rhetoric for violence against any political individual. Lots of videos out there that tell you. I even have a mini series, Being Human. So what does it take, people? What does it take? What will it take? Will it take another assassination, another conservative assassination for people to unite as a nation? Will it take the assassination of your friend, your family. Politics aside, Charlie Kirk is a husband, a father, and a Christian. And people are celebrating his death. People are celebrating his death. And you can't even fathom being human. Take politics out and see people for who they are. Human fucking beings. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to fucking ask? To just see people as human beings. Nobody is better than the other. We're all going to die at some point. Nobody deserves any special treatment. Yes, history is atrocious. Yes, history has its flaws. But that's what makes history history. And if you're disgusted with history, good. That means you will learn not to do the same in the future. But to advocate and to incite violence as such from certain individuals, political and across the board, we are a society of a digital age. But you can't even think critically for yourself. No, you have to go online or watch news anchors spew violent, hateful, evil rhetoric. Oh, that's another thing. I advocate for the immediate removal and prosecution of news media for anyone who has incited any sort of violent rhetoric. Their job is to report the news. I advocate for the immediate revocation of Citizens United. I advocate for the immediate reform of the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act of 2012. No, not reform, the revocation of the Modernization Act. People, you have been brainwashed. I'm guilty of it as well. And if you take a listen to my membership episodes, you will know I am just as human as you are. But I would never, ever want the violent removal. I would never advocate or share political violence. We are a land of law. Let the justice system do its work. We, the people of the United States of America. We are the United States of America. So why is it so difficult to act like it? I can continue on with further a rant or whatever you want to call this. At the end of the day, you're just a regular human being. I don't give a flying fuck what title you hold, what position you are. You are no more human than I am. Holding positions is just an honor of society, nothing more, a privilege even. You have no right to anything. You have no special treatment, no entitlement. The only entitlement is, probably your pension if you put your retirement. That's something else. My point is, you are just a regular human being. So act like it. In the videos circulating around, Charlie Kirk was sitting, not spewing anything, just answering debate questions. His security and his private team were just standing, ensuring everyone's safety, especially his own. If you've seen the up-close video, which I have, and you are familiar with shots, as much as I prayed and hoped that he would make it through, I already knew that was too clean of a shot, and for the wound that it was. I already knew. And I also know some deeper items that might be able to pinpoint who the shooter was, or even whom the shooter was acting for. That's for a different conversation, a different episode, different series later on. But here's my send off. Just be a fucking human being. Just be a human being. At the end of the day, Charlie Kirk is a husband, is a father. Not was, not were, is. And most importantly, a Christian. Not just conservative, but Christians are being targeted. I wish you good luck, and I wish you the best. If you listen to this and you celebrate Charlie's death, where do you stand in all of this? Take politics out of it. Take politics out of it. That is a human being that was brutally murdered in a very public event. My condolences, my deepest sympathies and condolences to Charlie Kirk, his family, close friends, and those around the world who shared his beliefs and values. This is Random Nerd signing out.